Air source heat pumps. Okay, just briefly a bit on air source heat pumps. The magic of a heat pump is that for each kilowatt hour of electricity you put into it, you will get something like 3 kilowatt hours of heating energy out of it. It's extracting heat from the air and using that to heat our homes. So on that question about electricity and gas, although electricity, if we look at the government flat rate figures that are coming out of about 34, 35 pence electricity and about 14, 15 pence for gas, at per kilowatt hour, gas is still quite a bit cheaper than electricity. But if you run a heat pump at that figure of 35 pence per kilowatt hour, and you get 3 times the amount of heating energy out of it, 300% efficiency, compare that to a gas combi boiler working at about 90% efficiency, and you can see your heating will be cheaper now with an air source heat pump than it would be with a gas combi boiler.
Because you've got to pay for the heat pump.
You've got to pay for the heat pump. So the government has a £5,000 grant in place now. We, through the scale of what we're doing in Slough, training 1,000 installers, purchasing kit at volume from the manufacturers, inventing some of the technology ourselves, and streamlining the entire installation process. We're trying to get that cost down. In some cases, we've got it down to about 7,300. So when you deduct the 5,000 grant, that's about £2,300, which isn't far off the cost of a replacement gas boiler. That's including installation and including 1 or 2 radiator changes as well. Some of the quotes are more like 12,000 or so. When you allow for the 5,000 grant, you're at about £7,000 installation cost. So it is expensive, but those costs are really going to start to come down. That grant will really help. So there's going to be really big growth in air source heat pumps, particularly now that the energy prices are doing what they're doing.